Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here and we're going to make a special livery for this Mustang here. So this is a GR4 car. I kind of wanted to have another good car for that class. Of course, that's a class that we race in our GT7 Racing Champion Series with Juan. So if you guys missed that series, make sure you go check that out. But of course, this is WCW's Ultimate Car Month, August, September 2023. And I want to do a car livery design in that. So we're doing a special one, of course. It's getting close to the end of the NASCAR season. Of course, it's Kevin Harvick's final season. Kevin Harvick is my favorite NASCAR driver. But I feel like I don't really race Kevin Harvick cars much in this because I try to have the cars be realistic to what the driver is actually driving. So I'm not really going to put a bunch of designs, especially the ones with like a full race car, on other cars. That's why you see a lot of the Ty Gibbs ones, who is going to be my favorite driver next year when Kevin Harvick retires. So my second favorite driver currently. But I race a Supra a lot, so it makes sense to have the Ty Gibbs liveries for it. But I feel like in the GR4, maybe we can get away with something a little different, so we're going to go with the Mustang. So I want to do something special though and have like a combination of the Stewart-Haas Racing design and Richard Childress Racing design on the car. So I wanted to have both teams. Of course, Kevin Harvick had some sponsors on both. Budweiser and Jimmy John's are the main two. But there was also Mobil 1 and Shell that were exclusive to whatever teams they're exclusive to. So we're going to do a special livery with these designs on it. So we're going to start with a number. We're going to go here with one right in the middle of the door. So I want to do this. I'm going to duplicate it on the opposite side, and then I'm going to replace that. And this side's going to be our 29 side. So it's going to be a two-numbered car. We're going to have 29 on one side, 4 on the other. On this side, we're going to go... Well, let's do this. Let's get the series sponsor in there. Where is that? Oh, we can actually get these above the tires. Hold up. It's good I found that. That's at least one thing out the way. How's that look? Maybe we can go a little bit more right there. Beautiful. Duplicate that on the opposite side. So we're going to go... Actually, let's do the paint layer. I think we're going to go with the light blue. It's kind of the Busch Light colors. So I feel that that's good. And we'll go with that. Then the white headlights actually look a little better. All right, so that's good. So now we know what the decals are going to look like when sort of, or are they going to pop off? All right, so let's get the Cup Series logo in here. And I always feel, this is what I always feel the car should have on them. I feel like the car, whatever driver is driving it, if they are a champion or not, I feel like this patch, what you see on their fire suits, I feel should be on the car that they are racing. Just to me, that makes sense. Now, I'm going to do something a little bit special here real quick. So let me find a design. So let me do that real quick. All right. So I thought we should do something a little special. So the side of the car, I felt like we should get each sponsor logo from the series that, throughout Kevin Harvick's career, I feel like we should get each one on here, each name of the series that was the name of it when he raced. I feel like that's just a cool little detail. So of course, there's been many names of the series throughout Kevin Harvick's career, starting with Winston, and then Nextel, Sprint, Monster, and then it of course became the Cup Series. So not many drivers have raced across every single iteration, sponsorship wise, till now, but Kevin Harvick has. So instead of having a big sponsor tower, we're going to have each name of the series tower. Then I want to run basically some of the special designs on it from things throughout the years. I feel like one of the first ones we got to get in here is this. It says NASCAR race car. I feel like that's a pretty good little decal. And I kind of just like it in that spot. Alright. So when you come back to this side, other things that we've had, let's see. Where is it? Because we got to get this year's 75th anniversary logo in there. And I feel like a less talked about logo is this, the 60-year logo that they ran in 2008. Because, I mean, the 60th anniversary wasn't really that big of a deal, I guess. It's kind of weird they actually ran that decal, but I kind of want it on there. Where's this? And of course, they run the NASCAR salutes, so I want that decal on here as well. And again, it kind of makes the sponsor tower that you used to see on the old cars on the side. But again, I made it with the NASCAR different logos throughout the year, or throughout the years. So one other one that I feel like is important to put in here is getting something for Phoenix Raceway. Of course, that's the track that Kevin Harvick has the most wins at. He's won 9 races at Phoenix, his best track. So honestly, I think I may just put it here instead, just because it looks a little better. So there's one more thing I want to get in here. Let's see. I got to pull up my computer because I can search a little bit better and get a little bit better look at what I'm looking for here. This is what I want. All right. So one more logo I'm going to put in here, and it's the Busch Series logo. And the reason I'm not putting Nextel, or not Nextel, the other ones, Nationwide and Xfinity, because Kevin Harvick won 2 championships in the Busch Series, so I want that specifically. Now we can focus on other sponsors on here. Rheem is one that Kevin Harvick has had throughout his career at both teams that he raced on. So we're going to do the Rheem logo. We're going to go with the beer sponsors above the tires, depending on which side it is. So he did have both Busch and the other one at Stewart Haas. So we're going to go this way. We're going to divide it up. We're going to have Budweiser and Busch. When he was at Richard Childress, it was just Budweiser. So we're going to do that. Also at both teams, Jimmy John's. Again, I'm going with primary sponsors. One of the sponsors that you kind of think of when you think Kevin Harvick. So we'll go Jimmy John's there. Another good one is Outback. Outback is goated. So we'll put Outback up here. That looks good. All right, and then we're gonna go to. Oh, we have new ones in here. No brands. So we do have a shell in here. Okay, where's mobile? Mobile one, please. So this side we will do Shell, because he had Shell Pennzoil, Richard Childress. And then one other one, Richard Childress, that I think is important to put on here is GM Goodwrench. So that goes here. And then on the 4 side, what's a good exclusive sponsor to this side? Let's see. This is a good one right here. Subway. He only had Subway for like 4 races, but the paint schemes for the Subway car were goated. And that's why I'm going to put Subway there. Because it's hard to think of ones that he had at Stewart-Haas for, short amount of time. Because basically he mostly had Jimmy John's, Busch Light, all right, and Budweiser. And then you had a little bit of Outback, but mainly it's Busch Light, Mobil 1, Jimmy John's. Those 3. It was one of those 3 every single week. Jimmy John's dropped out, and they kind of filled it with Ream, filled it with Subway for a few races, filled it with, Sunny D. So he didn't necessarily have one to fill that same spot. Over here, it's basically these sponsors. So these are the ones that I kind of think of when you think of the different eras. Subway, I think, is a good one just to have in there. The roof of the car, this is going to be an interesting spot. And I'm going to do this, and then we duplicate on the opposite side, and then we replace decal. God, it's gonna look so weird. I love it. I love just how strange it is. All right. We're gonna go with saying Kevin Harvick here and there. And then, of course, to match with this year's car, where is it? We're gonna put a. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little weird. We're gonna put the win stickers in front of the name. Actually, if we move this forward. I know it's the win stickers for the season, but he hasn't won a race at the time of recording this in this year or in any of the series that we're gonna put on here. We're gonna put a sticker for all 3 series. And the reason for that, of course, Kevin Harvick has won a race in all 3 series. So I feel getting stickers to represent winning in the Cup Series, winning in the Xfinity Series, and winning in the Truck Series, I feel is just a appropriate little touch to the car. All right. What else do I need? I'm trying. I know there's one of those in the bottom of mine that I wanted. Oh, I know what it is. All right. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do this. So one more little detail I feel like is important. Every time on, of course, the 29 cars, there's always a little number 3 that was next to the 29 throughout basically Kevin Harvick's whole career. They put a little 3 on the car near the number 29. So I want to do that here on this car. That's a good spot to do it, I guess. So we're going to put that right there. All right, on the back of the car, we're going to put this because, of course, Kevin Harvick's going to go do some announcing next year. So I feel getting the future of what he's doing NASCAR related will be appropriate to have on the car as well. So, that is going to be the future. Kevin Hart's going to do commentary for the Fox portion of the schedule next year. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to put the logo here on the back forever. And then I want to go with Budweiser. So they're going to be kind of the main two is Budweiser and Busch on this part of the car that you see as we race around the track. So we'll put our numbers here. All right, that looks good. Windshield banner, let's go with the name on the window. We'll do it in white. Is that what the windows have? text in white, and then we'll do the manufacturer on the other side. So we will get a Ford logo. I don't think I have a Ford logo. So there we go. All right. We'll go here. Let's see. All right. Hello. Where are you at, logo? There we go. All right. So I'm in the banner part. That's why. All right. Body 2. Of course, pretty much every single race car has the team name underneath the headlights. I forgot what team it is. There's one that doesn't do it. But every other team has their logo beneath the headlights. So felt like getting both teams, of course, Kevin Harvick raced for here on the front, and on this side, again, most of the cars have the number on this side of it. We get the 4 and 29 on this part. All right, on the front, kind of wanted to say Mustang because it should say Mustang. All right. Then we go to the hood. And let's see, how do we want to do this? Thinking this over here. I think we'll do that, and then oh, where is it? Where is it? All right, there we go. Alright, we're gonna do the roof again. So I feel like we can add this to it. And we're gonna do the same with the rear wing. Alright, there we go. That is our car. Look at that. I think the game will start rotating automatically for us, won't it? No? Maybe? No, I gotta do it myself. That's cool though. I like it. I think that we got some cool things in there. Every series logo, every special logo to go with it. The Bush series logo specifically. Both teams well represented. Both numbers. I think the sponsors for depending on which team I think is kind of cool. They got to keep it not separated by the sides as well. Is a unique little feature. I think adding Fox Sports at the back too for just like, this is the future kind of thing. I think is pretty cool. And then of course we got the hood with Budweiser and Busch Light, and of course the two sponsors from both teams as well. There, we should put Outback in the middle because that was from both teams. Pretty sure Outback was both teams. Should actually confirm that. But oh, I didn't do hood. Wait, there we go. Maybe it's not. No, because Outback was on Ryan Newman's car, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know why I thought Outback came from both. That was one on me. Okay. Well, I'm wrong then. That's rare, but. Anyone I can add though. Should already have it in here somewhere. There it is. Reese's. I know what's an interesting add to this car. This is a throwback. We can get the AOL sponsorship in here. Yup. So then to even it out on this side, we're gonna get Ditech, which did like a few races as a sponsor, but they did win on the car. It's like Ditech Home Loans or something. They did a few races, and that was pretty much it. But all right, that looks good. So add that in. I can't believe I thought that Outback was on both cars. That's one of those things in my mind. It was on that both. It was on the 29 car, but it wasn't. It was on the 39. Sorry, why? All right, that was good. Diatech was one of those like random sponsors for a few years. I don't think there's another 29 car like sponsors that I'm missing. Let me just find out here. There's something important. Right. So there's one that I kind of forgot about. That's Realtree. Realtree is a important one to add on here. So we're actually gonna put that on the back. And there's one more from the Stewart-Haas side. Now the thing is that at Stewart-Haas he did have more sponsors. Of course, that's kind of like as NASCAR moved into a spot where companies weren't paying for, being on the car 33 of the 36 times or whatever, almost basically the full year, if not 36 of 36, right? So, I mean, this side, it was pretty much GM Goodwrench, then Shell, then Budweiser splitting with Jimmy John's and Ream. And that's pretty much it. AOL was like a 1-2 race thing, Reese's was a few races, but a lot of it was those four. This side, you got Budweiser and Busch Light. You had Outback, Jimmy John's, Ream, Subway, Mobile One, Ditech, Realtree, and then it was Hunt Brothers Pizza. I always forget about Hunt Brothers Pizza because that car is not one to be excited about as a Kevin Harvick fan. It's kind of always like, oh, it's the Hunt Brothers car. Some shit's gonna go down this week, and he's not gonna win. Something's gonna happen. It's like a cursed car, basically. Um, thing is pretty much the only one of these sponsors that, besides AOL, which is like a one-off race thing for like the All Star race that was supposed to be a sponsor in 2001. He's going to do a part-time schedule. Pretty much outside of that, I don't think AOL was really on a car. So yeah, but outside of that, every one of these sponsors he won a race with on the car, essentially. I mean, Realtree was never a primary sponsor, but if other ones was a primary, he won a race with, besides Hunt Brothers Pizza. So yeah, so it was one of those like, oh yay, it's Hunt Brothers Pizza week. I guess Realtree was kind of a primary, but with Hunt Brothers Pizza, so it didn't really go well. But I kind of looked through a bunch of cars trying to see like, is there one that I missed? Um, I mean, we got Gear Wrench on the 4 car. But that's pretty much the only one that's left. Of course, there are ones in like the Busch series, or nationwide or Xfinity, whatever you want to call it, that we could look at. But purely for the purposes of this, we're looking at, you know, Cup Series. So I think that's good. I think we're at a spot where we got everything. Oh, if we're doing gear wrench, we might as well do it. Sunny D. What a random sponsor to add to this collection. But yeah, there we go. That's our Kevin Harvick retirement tribute car. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to download it, I will post this publicly in Gran Turismo. You guys can download it and race it. Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one.